and we're previewing it. The Cleveland Browns game on New Year's Day, Week 17. Washington needing a victory, and Cleveland, with it having an interesting year in itself. I mean, having a decent time going up earlier in the year. Obviously, the whole big commotion was about their acquisition in offseason, getting Deshaun Watson. But for what it's worth, Jacoby Brissett was doing an amazing job. We talk about the Geno Smiths of the world. Jacoby Brissett was making a way for him and getting victories for Cleveland before Deshaun Watson came back. From what I've seen from Deshaun Watson, really hasn't impressed me all that much. I think only one game he had where he had over 200 yards. Every other game has been in about the 150s or so. He's not as quick as he used to be, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest. He looks like he would look if he had not played for 700 days or however long he was gone. You know what I mean? So, Nathan, I'm gonna come to you. You're muted, buddy. I'm gonna come to you right now. You've seen Cleveland up close and personal, being a Ravens fan, right? And you've seen him with Brissett, and you've seen him now. What do you expect from this game and from them right now? I mean, they're coming in this game limping.
Well, I mean, listen, the Cleveland Browns. I mean, they're out the playoffs. So let's get that out the way. I watching them play Baltimore before the previous week. The previous week. That offense.
Oh. You gotta get that fixed up in. All right. Nathan's now having technical difficulties. Will, what are your thoughts, man? Cleveland Browns.
You said it right, man. Like on paper, they at the beginning of the season, they look very, very formidable, and they're, they're putting something together, having a backup quarterback for most of the season. Now you got Deshaun back. I thought Watson would come back with a lot more fire. I did not expect him to have this lag the way he has. No. They're built kind of similar through us. They go through the running game. They may actually be a blueprint for what we need to do next year. They beefed up their offensive line. They go through the running game. I mean, Nick Chubb has over 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns, I believe. Mm-hmm. He's having himself another huge season. You got Amari Cooper, who does what Terry does for us. He's got another 1,000 yards on the season, 7 touchdowns. He puts up stats. And then you've already said it, Myles Garrett with 13 and a half sacks.
Yeah.
Like the craziness, but then they've got a bunch of, they've got some good DBs back there. Their corners are solid. They got a safety out of LSU, Grant Delpit, that's playing pretty good. So they can make it a little bit more challenging through the air. So on paper, they look like they've got some things that can really challenge you. It just hasn't really come together for them this year. Which I hate to say it, but it just kind of seems to be the way the Browns are. They put together these teams on paper, and you're just like, oh, Cleveland,
right?
Here we go, and then the season happens, and it just doesn't come to fruition for them. And it's happened the last couple of years, but they definitely have some weapons out there, and the formula that they have, which is running the ball, is the way to beat us. Mm-hmm. And it's the way the teams that have beaten us or have given us trouble the last 5 weeks, that's what they've done. So that's kind of a little recap on Cleveland. What are you thinking about them?
Yeah, no, that was my point exactly. Like, they don't do a lot well on offense as far as throwing the ball, and we know how Deshaun Watson's been. But what they do well is that 2 running back system with Kareem Hunt and Chubb running it right up the gut. And that's what we're susceptible to. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that definitely worries me. But also their defense. I mean, look, we have to be honest. This will be Carson's first game starting back at quarterback. So there's going to be some growing pains. There are going to be some things that are going to happen. They have 2 top-tier defensive ends that I mentioned earlier. That worries me. And it worries me a great deal because one of the things that we're going to have to do is protect the ball. They're going to be having the guys coming around the edge. And unless we get a share of Carson Wentz from 2017 or whenever he came in the league, he's going to be dead in the water. And that frustrates me because I'm like, okay, this is what we didn't want, but he gives us that chance. And I think we can get some over the top. If not anything else, it gets some at least to our backs in the backfield and really trying to exploit them out in space. Nate, what are you thinking, man? Muted. Good. Oh, no, okay. No, it might not work, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with his internet. It works all the time because he gets all these good shows out, and tonight's not working out.
Oh man.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.